here with Paul Gillin, presenting at today's PRSA luncheon, B2B social media marketing. We just have a few questions for you, Paul. Thanks for being here. First, today's event was called B2B social media marketing. Really? Why do you think people don't see social media as a fit for the world of B2B marketing?
Well, because it doesn't have the big numbers, and so people look at Coca-Cola, with their 6 million fans on Facebook, or their 200 million views to their 360 World Tour, or they see the Doritos ads on the Super Bowl, and they think that's what social media marketing is about. But what it really is about is one-to-one connections between the people who buy and the people who sell. And in fact, B2B companies have, I think, more upside to get out of making those connections than B2C companies, but they don't get the publicity because they don't have the massive scale. Their audiences may be defined in terms of hundreds or even a few dozen customers, and that tends to run under the radar.
So what would you say then to B2B marketers who think that there really is no place for social media within their sphere?
I would say, what's your alternative? Customers are tuning you out now. If you don't have something useful to say, people no longer have to listen to you. They're talking to each other now. So your marketing messages are bouncing off of walls. And you're probably seeing that in the click-throughs and the responses that you're getting, that simple promotional messages are no longer nearly as effective as they used to be. So you really have to understand that people are communicating with each other now, and that you have to get into those conversations in order to have a meaningful relationship with them, because they don't have to listen to you if they don't want to.
So location-based services such as Foursquare, as you probably know, have grown tremendously in the past few months within social media. Where do you think these play a role within B2B marketing?
I don't. I don't think location-based services do have much of a role. I think mobile services have a huge role, because one thing you can say about most B2B customers is they are carrying BlackBerries or iPhones or some derivation thereof. So I think being able to serve up your information in a way that is compatible with those devices is very, very important. But the fact is that Foursquare and Facebook Places and emerging services like that, Gowalla, are basically right now oriented around retail transactions. There's some small B2B applications, I guess, where where to find a good place to take a client for dinner or something, but it really is more oriented toward the consumer audience at this point.
You talked about mobile marketing. Do you think that this is the next biggest thing for B2B marketing and social media?
Well, I think B2B still has to get comfortable with the idea of social media in general. And mobile is, certainly you want to be there to the extent that you are delivering your content in a way that is compatible with mobile devices. But I think B2B companies still have a ways to go in understanding that there are upsides to using social media in almost every context. Even if you believe that you know who all of your customers are, you probably don't know who they are offshore, and that's one of the benefits that you can get by using the internet. So I think that rather than looking at the next big thing, I look at really getting good at this big thing.
Can you share with us your favorite success story of B2B social media marketing?
Oh, there's so many. I think one of the best is Indian Corporation, which is a company that makes solder flux that's used in the manufacture of circuit boards. And they have built an inbound marketing strategy, basically a search-driven marketing strategy around a constellation of 73 blogs that are all tuned to different keywords that they expect that their customers will enter. Most of these keywords, I don't even know what they mean, gallium arsenide and things like that, but they are experiencing phenomenal performance in inbound search traffic, and they're, in one quarter they saw their lead volume grow sixfold in one quarter after they started putting these blogs up, and the quality of leads is actually the best that they have, because they are attracting customers who are actively looking to solve problems. So that is just one. There are many others.
Well, that's great. Anything else you'd like to share with the ClevelandPRSA?
You've got a lot of manufacturing here. You've got a lot of industry historically in this area, and I think that B2B is a very strong market around here, and I think be on the leading edge of embracing some of these new tactics, because a lot of B2B companies still don't think this is important, and they're wrong.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.